Hello, what's going on YouTube? So in this video, we're going to look at something a little bit interesting. We're going to look at a couple married for 83 years share the secrets to a happy marriage. Now, if you know me, I really don't believe in marriage. I feel like marriage is about to die, and I mean, it's going down the drain right now, but I feel like it's going to die eventually to the point where nobody's going to want to do it. But I want to show you guys this video, and maybe let's check it out.
All right, everybody. So we're about to get started with our next group.
Yes. Come in, please.
Hi.
One of the things that has been important here is to make sure that you see real stories of love. And so today, pay attention to how their stories mirror your own and ask questions.
I didn't notice there were two married of the 83 years couple. This is gonna be interesting. I didn't know that.
What I want you to walk away with today is knowing that no relationship is without its challenges, and know that no matter where you are in your relationship, that anything is possible. And so I want to introduce you to some friends, Tom and Laura Joyner. Tom and Laura have been
That's they're a couple. That's it's kind of unique, you know. That's why I really like it, you know, interracial couples.
married for 51 years.
Wow.
And then
51
I
years, that's a
want to
long time.
also bring Willie and DW into this conversation. These lovely folks here have been married for 83 years. They brought their lovely
Yeah, dang, that's strong.
daughter.
Okay.
Okay. And so with that, I want to sit back
I was really on the other cousins. I'm so
and
funny.
listen to you all tell your story about how you've come to the moment that you're at.
Well, we met in college. There was a Coasters concert. A friend and I had snuck in and were sitting in the auditorium watching the rehearsal. And then this lady comes in with her friend and
And they said, come and sit with us. Oh, okay. So we did. And then we heard that there was a party later. And I said, oh, okay. But I have a boyfriend. And, but I went to the party anyway. And
Whoa, all right. This is typical. This is typical what ladies do in college. Even when they are in relationships, if they see something better and something that is appealing to them that makes them feel more better than what's happening in their relationship, they're gonna go to the party. So that's what I like about this situation. You know, they're hypergamous.
there was something about him I really thought was really nice. I liked him, but I didn't say anything.
Hypergamy.
we were both engaged at the time to other people.
Oh, okay.
But we had an incredible, powerful physical attraction to each other.
And all the black kids started ditching me and thought, you belong to so-and-so, so what are you doing with this guy?
Interracial dating was not a thing on our campus.
Well, I can tell. Like, it was way back in the day. You know, and I know I can definitely tell.
Back in 1964.
Damn.
It was against the law.
Tom and Laura, what advice would you give them for those moments when it is challenging?
The bottom line of what we've learned is keep your friends and family out of your business.
Why do you stress that so much?
You know, everybody has their own agenda. They do. So try to keep them in a place where you can say, you know what, enough. And fear does that. Afraid of what they think, afraid of that you're stepping on someone's toes, afraid of being disowned by.
Yeah, that lady is very right. You got to keep your friends and family out of your business, not only from like your relationship, but your goals and your life in general. You shouldn't have to brag your goal out all to your whole friends and family. Don't do that. You know, like the best time to do that is when you're finished. People respect results more. So let's continue with the video.
Right, because Tom, weren't you disowned by your family?
He was
for a
disowned
while?
by his family.
My dad wasn't real happy when I got married.
You know why? His family's racist.
And we developed our own tribe.
That's right.
We made our own tribe.
The important thing is what works between the two of you.
Wow, that's deep.
What has been the most challenging part of being married for the two of you?
Working as the first assistant director, I was on location a lot. mainly on features, doing some television.
He did Jaws.
Oh, okay.
I would have
She
to
got a good
pack up and be
job.
gone for 3 months at a time, and she'd be left at home with the children.
A son and a daughter.
She had to be head of household while I was gone. And then when I would come back, I would say, wait a minute, she's been running the house. I can't come in and go, Daddy's home. And so it was a partnership. So we really had to work on that. But that was stressful. That
Yes, it was.
difficult
Yes,
for a
it
while.
was.
Okay. DW and Willie are 100 and 103 years old.
God damn.
And let me
Wow, they don't even look 100 years old, bro. That's insane.
tell you what is interesting about their story is that they got married after knowing each other for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And they have been together over 8 decades.
On social media.
And so tell us.
That's exactly correct. Back in the day when there was absolutely no type of thing in social media. But nowadays, it is getting out the picture because of social media. You know, you guys gotta start getting the signs of language of women nowadays. They have their own English language now. So, all right, come on.
Us, your story.
My niece introduced us at church, and so we started seeing each other, talking. And from that on, we got together, and so here we are. 83 years.
Wow.
What was it about him that attracted you to him?
He was very nice. He was always nice to me. And he had respect for my family as well as he did me. So, you know, some young guys that come along, they don't care what they say in front of you or what they do.
Like, honestly, that's the opposite of how it was back in the day. They super duper back in the day. They're talking 83 years back. So women back then, they kind of did like nice guys. It was kind of was a Disney fairy tale back then. You know what I mean? But nowadays, you know, it's the exact opposite. Women prefer to be treated how they feel. Not by, well, logically. They want to be treated how they feel. They want to be treated like a whore or a bitch or whatever they are or whatever, however they feel in the inside. That's how you have to deal with women nowadays.
But he was different.
What was it about her?
I was a bad boy. And I met her at the church one night. You know, I walked her home. And I said, well, what, you want to get married? Oh, well, sure.
What?
So she turned me around. And that was it for me. So I'll make a long story short. Do it right, do the best you can, when you can. And do the thing that's right for one another. That's my advice for you.
I want to ask you all how you have handled conflict, because conflict is one of the hardest things for couples to come back from.
He done
Conflict should not be a problem in relationships. If a bitch wants to argue with me, she could do that to another guy. You know what I mean? As alpha males, we do not argue with females. They have to keep submitting to us and call us daddy. Conflict should never happen in relationships. If you're an alpha male, you would put her in her place and you would not be afraid to leave.
like arguments. When I start on here, telling her, you forgot to do this, you forgot to do that, he's gone. And I been there, look like a nut talking to myself.
Well, they're old. You
The
know, it's
one
normal.
made the mistake. They would come back and say, I'm sorry.
How important is that to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake?
Very important.
When you do something wrong to someone, you go back and make an apology. That means a lot to you. But when you won't say anything about it, keep walking about me, it doesn't make you feel good. Not at all.
And then don't sit and fester. And I think it's important when you say you're sorry, be able to forgive the other person and let it go.
When you guys have a disagreement, you know, are you both hearing each other out before you're like attacking one another?
Yes, I think we would hear each other. We would give each other space, sleep on it the next day, and then we'd come back and revisit it, and somehow there'd be compromises worked out.
Was there any infidelity?
Couples are not like that nowadays. Nope.
No.
Never?
Infidelity,
No.
no.
In how many years?
54 together.
54, really? Wow,
So it's possible.
that's amazing.
What would you say to us, like for two people that are married, just to help us understand the importance of a union?
Almost everybody has a unique relationship. And you're sort of forming a corporation when you stop thinking about what do I want and then you start thinking what do we want. So one way might be to say, let's just have a safe space and check in with each other. What were your hurts this week? What were my failings? And then just talk it out and then you'll have a good laugh and maybe some good sex afterwards, you know.
That doesn't happen to couples nowadays. That's honestly, it's only to old people that always have the best marriages. You know what I mean? Like the worst marriages are always the young ones, are the ones that are in their 20s or 30s, or the ones that met each other very fast. Of this culture of this social media now, where women can cheat however they want.
Two thumbs up to that.
There you go.
It is important for these couples to know as they go forward. When other people were interested in your partner and they were hanging around your relationships, how did you deal with that?
You told them, this is my girlfriend, so you look for someone else.
Simple
I'm
as that.
dead.
Okay.
That's right. There were women that were interested in him because they just couldn't figure out why he was with me.
That is exactly correct. That is exactly correct. Women, when women see a guy hanging out with a woman, they are gonna want to be around him. They're gonna be like, huh, what's that guy? He must be a fun guy. Or, huh, he must be an interesting guy. Or, wow, like, I might want to be around him. She explained it exactly right. Like, women like guys that other girls want. That's something that you guys got to understand.
Because they were white.
You know, but we actually had a bit of an advantage because we knew there was a lot of people with jealousy. They'll try to tear you down if they can. There's a lot of people that have spite or hate for other reasons. We went the extra mile to make sure that our marriage succeeded so they wouldn't prove us wrong. It's just up to the two of you to make it work.
That's right.
Exactly. A healthy couple takes two people to work, but nowadays that don't work out nowadays. It's very tiny now. It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The good women nowadays are either hiding or you got to go through their parents to even try to even secure that shit. So come on, you guys. We got to be smart now.
I think it's like a different time. Like the beliefs back then and the value back then was real. Now you have social media, you have people posing to be who they're not, and that's what's going on now from then.
Do you think that marriages nowadays can't make it?
What's happened out there?
Social media made it to where, you know how they say the grass is greener?
Yes.
There's way more lawns than it used to be right now. You know what I'm saying?
But
That is exactly correct.
there's a lot of crabgrass out there.
Sure is. And weeds.
But what it's important for you to remember is that their grass is fertilized with manure just like everybody else's.
What?
Okay. Social media and how we govern ourselves is a choice. It's not the time that's different, it's the perspective, as you see.
Exactly.
And the obstacles and the challenges are no different than the obstacles and challenges now. They had to overcome things that were illegal, and they persevered. You're talking about DMs, 60 characters. Oh, it's a trend. Only if you choose to follow the trend. Will you be a trendsetter or will you be a follower? Which one?
Yo, she's exactly correct. You're either going to be a leader and do your own thing or follow along with the trend that is going on social media. You guys got to stop soaking in social media so much. Try to have balance.
Because everybody has said they want to be what?
The goat.
The greatest of all
Greatest
time.
of all time.
I have never seen a goat that has followed anybody.
They the real goats right there.
And you know what?
These are the real goats. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, y'all blessed them with the marriage.
The one husband started off saying he was a bad man, and I feel like I'm a bad man. And he's ended up being with a woman for 80 years. So once you find a person that you genuinely love and want to spend the rest of your life with, anything could happen.
On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you guys. So
Thank you, guys.
Listening to the older couple was very inspiring for me. They put each other first in each other's lives. That is exactly what I want with Q, because despite those challenges, for all of us listening, love wins.
One thing about relationships, unconditional love does not exist. I bet you if every one of those husbands change their physical features, their women is gonna lose attraction to them. I promise you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice meeting you. Good luck with it.
Appreciate
You
it.
bet. You bet.
I could just tell you have been through a lot, and God bless you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to do a quick video of a reaction video of a married couple for 83 years. That's just one. I guess I really don't recommend anybody get married nowadays. But back in the day, it was a lot different. Obviously, people valued each other more than following trend. There was no trend back in the day. Everybody just had their own thing. So, all right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.